ladies. I just wanted to pop in here and share something with you that God showed me yesterday. I have so much that I'd love to share here, and maybe God will open the door sometime soon, but I had an opportunity to talk to a group of women this past weekend, and the focus was on God's love and being in His presence, and I just kept reiterating that, you know, when God shows us something in our lives that needs to go, it is never, ever to shame us. It is always done in love. He is a restoring, loving Father. It is never to make us feel ashamed or, you know, just that awful guilty feeling. Certainly godly sorrow leads to godly repentance. And so I'm not saying that we shouldn't. There isn't a time to grieve our sin, but we're not to stay there. Okay, so, and so here I'm doing this teaching on this and just, you know, pouring out my heart, and this is not how God operates. And the very next morning, well, actually that night, God started to reveal just a little condition in my heart that wasn't all that pretty. And then by morning had like a full-blown revelation of just some yuck in my heart, just some attitude that isn't godly. And so my tendency is always to just feel awful. Just, I've missed the mark so badly and to feel awful. And I just felt this pause, you know, don't go down that road. And I remembered what I was teaching on and how God is not showing me this to shame me and because He's upset with me or He's mad at me. And so I just quickly repented. You know, when I was talking about confession, it's just simply agreeing with God. You know, He doesn't expect us to fall down on our knees and lament and, you know, beat our fist on the ground or our chest and just how awful we are. You know, that's not the confession He wants. It's like, oh yeah, I see that, Father. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't want that either. That's really all He wants from us. It's just like an agreement. We see it. And then to partner with Him to walk out of it. And so I had a little bit of a battle, you know, with my mind and changing my mindset and choosing to think, no, not going there. And He's also been teaching me a lot about that my fighting, my battling needs to be from a place of victory. Okay. You know, on this side of the cross. And I feel like for so many years, I was still on the other side of the cross, you know, like trying to make all the things that Christ has done manifest in my life. And instead of just believing that it is finished, right? I mean, Jesus says it is finished tetelestai, I think is how you say it when He was on the cross, meaning it is finished, it's done, it's complete. There's nothing more that needs to be done. It's already done. So there's, hang on a sec. Okay, so there's, you know, nothing more I need to do but to believe and receive it. And so He's been teaching me a lot about that, about starting at the cross, what He provided, and fighting forward instead of trying to get to the cross and then fighting the enemy somehow. And so anyway, so all these things were stirring in my head yesterday, and after a time of worship with our family, I forget what song we were singing, but it was talking about chains. And I just pictured, you know, when we come to the Lord and at various times, you know, sometimes the chains just fall off, right? I mean, there's so many things in my life that when He brings revelations, they just fall to the ground. I didn't even know they were gone. And all of a sudden I'm walking in this newness of life that I didn't even know. But sometimes, you know, there's chains there, not from the standpoint of His blood didn't pay for it all and take them all the way and pay for our complete freedom. It's not that. What I mean is somehow we're still walking in some of those things. And so what I saw was this chain strapped around me and this particular area that I'm talking about. And I felt like Him showing me it was just simply, you see that chain there in you? It's broken. Just let it go. Just let it drop. And so I just pictured just like dropping it, taking it off and dropping it. It was already broken. I'm not bound to that. I am in the sense if I think I'm bound to it or if I continue to walk in it. But all He was saying is, you see that chain on you? It's not yours. It's already broken. Just take it off and walk free. And I'm not saying that there's not some kind of walkout after that. You know, like my mindset might still go that way. But He showed me that I'm free. That chain doesn't hold me bound. Okay? And so it was just such a cool picture to me to show how He never shows us these things to shame us, and that we're already free from them. We need to walk in this freedom. So I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if that will encourage somebody. to just start walking in the freedom that is ours instead of trying to convince ourselves that it's ours or trying to make it somehow manifest in our lives, just to be able to walk in it. There's a verse in Isaiah 48 or 49, I think 48, and it says, flee from the Chaldeans and run from Babylon, or something to that effect, and declare that the Lord has redeemed me. And I felt like God is saying, walk away from all of that. It's not yours. It's not yours to carry. You are free, and declare that the Lord has redeemed me. Okay, so make that your declaration over whatever it is you might still be struggling with. Recognize that it was finished at the cross. Okay, that victory is ours, and we can walk on it, walk in it. And if you see the chains still on your life, know that the links are broken. Okay, we think they're still there, and we try to get it off. It's already broken. Just grab hold of that thing and say, you're gone. Jesus paid the price for this. Okay, so let's walk in freedom, ladies. All right.